everybody, and welcome to another episode of Over the Cup podcast, a podcast for Formula One fans, old and new, by Formula One fans, old and new. Today, we are recording our Miami GP race preview with three quarters of the house. Yay! Shakuni and Honey Badger, what's up?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Over the Cup.
Why
Hello and
you
welcome.
increasing my edit time? Why?
If not
Hello
me,
and
then
welcome. No. Hello and welcome to Internet Shit Show, the show we take random episodes.
where the F1 said so.
Where they have some set so. Yeah.
Great.
Uh,
I'm not editing anything because it takes too
yeah.
much time.
Keep it.
Okay, Miami, we are finally here, and okay, let's talk about it. Toto Wolff said that he wanted 3 races in China. Opinion time.
Please get lost.
No opinions.
Okay, the question is where. I mean, does China have that many tracks, good tracks, which are suitable to Formula One?
He will do a China street race, like one Beijing, one Shanghai, and another in the track.
But why is he so focused on China? He could have other Mercedes sales less over there.
Maybe
I
the
mean-
Mercedes sales are very much, so he wants to increase them.
Yeah, that's
Or-
what he said. That it's a fantastic market for us as Mercedes, and I believe we should be embedded there with a strong footprint. We have three
Oh.
races in the US now, and if we can do the same thing in China, that'd be great.
Okay.
Toto, I love Mercedes, but this is bonkers. No.
No, I mean, for the matter of fact, no country should have 3 Grand Prix in the same year.
Except Germany, because the tracks are good.
No, I would include Germany also.
Germany would anyways have two, right? You have Nürburgring and you have Hockenheim. So two is
Still,
good.
I would do it for alternate years, not in the same country. I don't want 2 GPs.
But the tracks are different. Like, I mean,
Still, no. As much as I love the German tracks, I don't want them to host 2 times a year.
okay.
It's
And
better if they do Hockenheim in 1 year and next year Nürburgring and again come Hockenheim for the 3rd year, like that. Alternate years is fine, but I mean there are a lot of countries still to explore. Why are you wasting time on the same country in the same year? Doesn't make sense.
there is this little thing called money.
I know, but anyway, and the German GP is out because of money.
Yeah, but Hockenheim might come back now. What with Audi and Porsche? And okay, I just want to give a clarification. Audi and Porsche are not talking about it because there's nothing new that has come. It's just every 2-3 weeks there is just another news that is like, oh, Audi and Porsche are coming to Formula One. We get it. They are coming to Formula One. Let us know when there are more details. Okay, just stop saying the same headlines over and over again. We know they are coming. It's okay.
So it's basically, तुमको पता है Audi and Porsche वापस आ रहे हैं, and then few weeks later, did you hear, guys? Audi and Porsche are coming to F1 after some time. Audi and Porsche have decided that they will come and join Formula One after some time. 2026 will be a new year for Formula One because Audi and Porsche have decided to join.
Okay. Next is Lewis does not want Monaco to go from the calendar. Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton has a really good home in Monaco, so he would like to enjoy in his home, sweet home.
Lewis does not stay in Monaco, does he?
He has
He
a house
stays-
in Monaco.
He has a house. Every F1 driver, I
Every
think,
driver has
has
a house in Monaco.
a house in Monaco.
But
Yeah.
Lewis's house in Monaco is really good. Like, oh, it's like on the hillside, and then like he goes every time. Also, I think that Lewis and Max are neighbors because last year Monaco GP, both of them shared the same jogging photo, like from the same space, and they were like out for a jog now. So I'm like, do they maybe stay very close by? Possible. Also,
Yeah.
Monaco is very small, so
Small
everyone
city,
is
yeah.
each other's neighbor.
Wow, I didn't know people do that much detective work, but okay. I'm
No,
like,
there is
okay.
only one similar looking place in Monaco.
Maybe there is only one place to properly jog in Monaco. That's why
Have you
everybody
seen
goes.
Monaco's road? They are joggers track. Mumbai has
Hmm.
bigger joggers track than Monaco city.
Yeah, I mean, we've dissed Monaco enough on this podcast to I I get it. Okay, I get it from the drivers' point of view. I get it from Formula One's point of view. Its history is that it's one of the most
But
challenging
actually,
tracks.
so I have okay. So very recently, I don't know if I've spoken about this. I don't know. I think so. I on LinkedIn, I found a couple of people who were very excited for the Vegas GP. So I was talking with them about it, and they were from US. So these people are like from DC and all. So they were talking about like how excited they are to go to Vegas, so that they don't have to spend the big ass flight tickets for Monaco and everything. So then I was like, I was having a conversation chat thread with them, and I spoke to them like, why do you guys go to Monaco and everything? So they were like, discussing about it. So Monaco, if you go for just for F1, that entire weekend in Monaco is like a party weekend. So basically, it's kind of like how we have the sunburns and everything. So it's kind of like that over there, just but for F1. So that's one of the reason why the elites and the rich people and the rich folks go there. And also, it's like a tax haven, so most of them have houses over there. So the person with whom I was talking, he lives on the in a on I think on the fourth floor of turn 4 or something, like an apartment, or just on the turn 4 or turn 5 or something
Okay, I
of
get
Monaco.
it. First, how do you find people on LinkedIn to talk about this thing? Second, if
Thank
you
you.
are friends with that guy, then I'm okay. If he's going to let me stay, if I ever get to go to Monaco, I would much rather stay in his house and like pay him rent rather than buy a ticket to the Monaco GP, because I'm assuming it's going to be cheaper. Third, I understand that. I know like the atmosphere there and like the after parties, this, that, everything. But if you look at the entire ecosystem from like fans, drivers, teams, and everything, there's a very small percentage of people that get to actually enjoy Monaco. Maximum number of fans during the Monaco GP weekend are going to watch it from their home. And I get it. The qualifying is exciting. The qualifying is what matters. But then on Sunday, everybody who's sitting at home and watching the Monaco GP is literally wasting 2.5 hours of their day. This is nothing. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. FIA is considering a revised qualifying format for two races in 2023. The format is that they will define the tires. So Q1 is going to be hard, Q2 is going to be mediums, and Q3 is going to be soft. I don't think there is going to be we will see the return of the Q2 rule, but that's the format that they are thinking of trying out in at least I think two races in 2023. Opinion time.
Not excited
Uh,
about this decision.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean the
I don't
slower
see the
cars,
reason. I don't see the reason for this.
Hmm.
the
What is the end goal actually? It doesn't
Yes,
make anything
thank you.
exciting.
Thank you. Yes, my point exactly.
yeah, I mean if you define the tires like this, then qualifying becomes boring because the slower cars will obviously get kicked out because the tires do play an important role. They do give you time benefit. So
Yeah,
Exactly. So
especially
also, and even after that, if you have defined the tires and everything, so essentially what you are doing is you are just securing the place for the faster engine cars.
they are doing this for saving the number of tires that are used.
no,
So
no, no. That's bullshit. Because in my eyes, I see this rule limiting usage of tires or making bold strategies. There is a limitation if we implement this rule because teams now cannot effectively use their tires in the qualifying.
Hmm. Yeah.
If they are allowed to take any tire, they can mix and match, and they can see what goes well with the tires, and hopefully they can finish up than expected, than projected. But if when you are implementing this rule, you are just restricting them to go with these tires only, and you are not kind of allowing them to, you're completely restricting them in my, I would say that, yeah. Okay, let's say a car has a qualifying pace but no race pace. So the team strategy would be use the proper combination of tires, get qualified higher, and somehow manage to finish higher in the race or keep the position as well in which they have qualified, right?
yeah.
So now when you're not allowing that tires to be used in a particular qualifying session, they might end up qualifying in out of top 10 or out of top 15 for that matter, and you're kind of
Yeah.
restricting. So I don't think this is feasible, or this makes sense or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm a fan of this idea. I'm just saying that even this year, qualifying has been exciting because for me it's been more exciting because it's always like, oh, is Hamilton going to make it out of Q1? So
Oh, oh no.
otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's been okay. Like qualifying wise, it has been okay-ish, I would say. But like it's always like every team is using the soft tires, one set of softs in the qualifying session. So,
Hmm.
but this restricting thing, I don't see the point of it. I don't understand why the Q2 rule was actually eliminated. The Q2 tire rule. Actually, thought that that still like at least the top 15 cars at least had to still strategize a little bit because
Top
it
10,
also
top 10.
depends. Yeah, sorry, top 10. No,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm saying 15 because the top 15 would have the chance to qualify in top 10, but they will also have to think about uh, what tire do they want to
Huh.
start on. Where we've
Got it, got
seen
it.
a lot of drivers, at least in the last year, we've seen that they would much rather set a Q2 lap on mediums and start 11th or 12th rather than set a lap with softs and start the race on soft.
Hmm.
That was still a little bit exciting. That was still like, there was a little bit of a role in tire strategy at play there. Right now, it's okay. Everybody's going softs, and I don't think this format is also even going to do anything to make the qualifying more exciting. Okay. Vettel also said that F1 is becoming too reliant on DRS. Overtakes must be earned.
Yes,
Opinion
Swetal.
time.
Yes. Preach.
Uh, I don't agree with this completely.
Okay.
I mean, at least in Imola, DRS is what something made a race watchable.
Okay.
So when you're taking DRS out of the equation, I don't think it'll be more that exciting as for the same reason, right? Which why DRS was introduced into F1, because the overtaking needs
Was
to be done, and there were not many overtakes happening before 2008 or 9.
I think it was introduced in 2011 because I remember 2010 season was pretty boring unless you are in a Red Bull or a McLaren or a Ferrari.
Hmm.
There's not much happening, and 2011 onwards, I think I could see the DRS on display and everything. So I'm assuming that's when the DRS was introduced. But I mean, see, the thing is that Imola is just in general a shitty track for overtaking.
Hmm.
Like even with the DRS on, we did not see much of it. Sure, there was some action, and we thought it was better than not having the DRS on, right? But I would say with the new Rex car regulation cars, if it is easier to follow each other, I would want them to give it a try on a faster track, like Austria. Austria is
Hmm.
a fast track. You have plenty of overtaking opportunities. Maybe try there. Try there to have DRS not on for the race.
Yeah, that's what. If we have something compensating to DRS, I think if especially, yeah, as you said, if the overtaking and following the cars is easier, then we don't might need DRS.
Yeah.
But as long as we don't have that assurance, I think it's good to go.
Or I think, you know what? I think the DRS thing should be reversed. Like people should be able to, like drivers should be able to get within the range of 1 second using DRS. But if they have to overtake, they have to do it
Hmm.
on their own. Do it the other way around. So if
No,
you're
no, no.
outside of no, with the new regulation cars, I think because it's easier to follow, because once when you get in that range, at least with the previous regs, it was like a lot of dirty air, this that blah blah blah. But
Hmm.
it's not the case with the new regulation cars.
Hmm.
If overtake has to be earned, if you are within 1 second of the car in front of you, don't give them DRS. But if you're farther back, give them DRS to at least get closer.
Okay.
I would, I mean, it kind of makes sense. It still makes the racing exciting because more often than not, you are going to be, farther behind. And once you get into that range, you don't have the benefit of DRS. That might also not cause DRS trains, right? Because that's what happens right now. There are multiple cars that are within the range of 1 second. Everybody has DRS. That will eliminate DRS trains as well. Like just reverse the thing.
Like, I mean, DRS trains forming is basically because of the track structure. You don't see DRS trains in Silverstone or Austria or something like that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not denying that, but like tracks like Imola, maybe. Like, I mean, see, if FIA is all up for experimenting with new formats or anything, rather than eliminating DRS altogether, I think this is something that could be given a try. Like, I mean, see, there is no harm in trying something new. Okay, you try something, it does not work. You can always say, hey, we tried, does not create good results. We are scrapping this idea. That's okay.
Hmm.
Better than not trying at all.
Yep.
So
I think
I don't.
your kind of DRS can be implemented in these kind of tracks like Imola and what do we say, Jeddah maybe.
I mean, Jeddah should just not be on the calendar. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I can
Spain.
see. Yeah, tracks like those tracks where overtaking is anyways difficult. And if the FIA wants to try this thing where you don't have DRS at all, choose three kinds of tracks. Choose a track like Imola, choose a track where there is moderate option for overtaking, something like Austria. Okay, and then I think high overtake tracks like Interlagos or Hockenheim or Baku. Those can test it out. Test not having DRS on that.
Hmm.
Just and when they're testing this out, like just if they would just not make the calendar so hectic, just have events, right, where you test out these new formats and see
Hmm.
what the result is.
Hmm. Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, you don't need audience for that. You just need to see if it works or not, if it's a new challenge or not. So I don't know, just my thoughts.
Hmm.
Anybody has anything else to add on that?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Moving on. There are a lot of upgrades. Now we move to like the actual GP, the Miami GP.
So starting with Mercedes, they are bringing front wing, rear wing, and beam wing. Red Bull bringing none. Ferrari bringing rear wing. McLaren bringing front suspension and floor edges. Alpine bringing rear brake drums. AlphaTauri none. Aston Martin none. Williams side pod cooling lows. Alfa Romeo side pod same side pod cooling lows, and Haas a rear wing.
Okay.
Yep, that's a hell lot of updates this weekend.
Yeah. And I mean we've seen that Mercedes is looking a lot more stable. At least I wouldn't say that they are at par with Red Bull and Ferrari, but I think they're looking much better.
Hmm.
With the lack of porpoising, it could also be because of the track, because I've not seen any car porpoise in Miami, at least in the first two practices.
Given that the 1.2 kilometer straight, yeah, fair
Yeah,
to say there is the porpoising issue has been reduced.
I mean, I would be happy if this means that this is the comeback for Mercedes, but I mean, I would want to see this lack of porpoising to be consistent, to say that they have actually solved that problem.
Hmm.
So Mercedes is looking fine. Like it's
Hmm.
looking really fine.
Yeah.
Okay, What else do we have? Okay, let's talk about Miami things, okay? Because
Hmm.
there's just so much happening in Miami.
Okay, before going to that, shall we talk about the track? Any
Yeah,
thoughts?
it's it's looking good. We'll find out more on Sunday. I would say from practice, I think it looks good. That turn 11 to turn 16, that entire section,
Oh,
it
oh, oh.
looks good. Looks good.
Especially that 14, 16, 14 to 15,
Yeah.
14, 15, 16. So tricky that was.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the feels of like some little vibes of Jeddah, and the track is mostly like Jeddah and Baku combined together.
Yeah. That turn 11 to 16, 14, 15, 16, like I would call a little bit of that is from Monaco. Like it's just
Hmm.
very frequent turns.
Hmm, hmm,
Left,
hmm.
right, left,
Narrow.
right. Yeah, very narrow.
Side to the highway, dude. Turn 16 and that whole DRS zone is completely side to the highway. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I would not. And again, like I've heard that the first Baku race, like everybody was not a fan of the Baku track. And 2016 was boring, but after that, I think Baku has really delivered.
Yes,
I
yes.
would give Miami time. As of now, it does not look like a bad track,
Hmm.
but I'm concerned about what turn is this where Ocon just had his crash? I think it's turn 8 or 9, right?
I'm seeing. I'm also figuring that out. I'm not sure.
I think it's just before turn 11. So yeah, it might be somewhere between turn 8 to turn 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd
What
say
have
it's looking that particular turn is looking a little bit dangerous, and we might have some chaos in the first lap in that corner. There is a
hmm.
chance. Yeah. So
There's enough space to fight out in the first and second corners.
yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, kudos like the thing that I think they learned from Jeddah is that they've not made the track too narrow, right?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If there are crashes that happen in the first lap, they're not going to be as extreme as they are in Jeddah. Yeah. I mean, we will find out on Sunday. I would just say that I'm excited about the race, and I will not write off the track just yet. It has
Hmm.
potential.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's go to the thing that everybody is talking about. And I just hope and pray to God that we stop talking about this. Private jewelry and underwears. Man, Shakuni, I don't know if you've seen this, but Vettel wore his underwear outside of his race suit to make a statement.
Oh, super Vettel.
Yes, but it
And
wasn't
the
a red
brand
one.
and the brand is
Ah,
also visible clearly. Puma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hamilton
yeah, yeah.
showed up to the press conference with like 3 watches and a lot of necklaces and
So that Hamilton wore
some
three
7, 8
watches,
rings. Yeah.
four necklace, and rings on all his 10 fingers.
Yeah.
so basically Vettel and Hamilton have gone full boss mode against the FIA.
Because they are.
Well,
See,
true.
they are, but like, I mean, again, and Vettel outright said that it feels a little targeted towards Lewis. He
Yeah,
said that
because
we
like
should
the
be able to.
jewelry one is literally targeted to Lewis because he's the only one on the grid who wears the jewelry. So it
No,
is
but
literally targeted to him.
Pierre Gasly also said that, I think he likes to wear a cross while he is driving
Hmm.
in the car. And he said that it's a personal choice for me, right? He does not feel comfortable going in that car without having his cross on him. And again, yeah, I think to a certain extent it is a personal choice. And I, I don't I don't see see rings, bracelets, I can understand those things, right? Because your gloves are not going to protect in case of a fire. Your gloves won't be able to protect you for a very long time, but your helmet, it is, it's a fire
Your helmet,
resistant.
the fire suit beneath the fire mask you wear Like there are so many things that they wear just to protect themselves from fire. It's
I
just,
mean,
I don't understand.
Roman Grosjean, the last fire incident that we saw in F1 in I
Yeah.
don't know how long. I don't know what the last fire incident before this was, but that is the one that I saw live. And I googled, okay, Roman Grosjean was in the fire for 28 seconds. 28.
That's a long time if you think about it.
That's a long time, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's your window, like, 20 to 40 seconds. That's it. Before that, the driver has to come out. Otherwise, he is already dead.
Or unconscious and they have to pull him out.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is, I'm like, that window is anyways going to be very tight. I don't think your jewelry, at least, your earrings or anything, or nose piercings, at least, I don't think they matter.
Okay, so just to give you a context on how hot Miami is.
Stop talking about driver underwears and jewelries, FIA. I think Vettel made a good point regarding personal choices. I agree with Pierre Gasly as well. Hamilton, as of now, has been given a 2 race exemption because his piercings are welded shut. We will see what happens, but I find this debate to be pointless.
I want to finish this topic by saying, FIA, please focus on giving us better tracks, better teams,
Yeah.
and better sprint circuits, and fix your gray areas in the regulations than focusing on drivers underwear. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep.
Yours truly. Please, Dad, yours truly.
Yep, agreed. And also, while we're at it, FIA, too many red flags. Yesterday, Latifi's thing did not need to be a red flag in practice.
No, it was Latifi. They were confused. Is he
No,
gone
he
or?
stopped on the track. Yeah, like take 5 seconds and just see. He did not crash. Like science, I understand.
Yeah, so
Ocon,
exactly. Exactly. So the thing was that FIA stewards thought like when the moment they heard Latifi, they were like red flag, he crashed. But then they realized, oh, he did not crash, he just stopped. Oh, okay.
no,
So what?
I understand from a joke point of view, it's good, but first time racing on a track, time is important, and the clock does not stop during a practice session. Can't keep on red flagging the session for no apparent reason. He stopped right at the exit where they could just take his car. Put out a yellow. Put out a yellow for that sector.
Double yellow is fine.
Yeah, we out a double yellow for whatever sector that was in, but don't let cars come in and then let them prepare again to you. Drivers are losing valuable time, and it gets frustrating. There's just too many red flags. So
Yep.
I understand for a serious crash, unless Max Verstappen is on a hot lap, I understand that you will give out a red flag, but like just wait a second, watch if the thing warrants a red flag or not. Like there's just so many things that the FIA needs to improve on, and we're just talking about jewelry and underwear. It's
Pathetic.
but it's infuriating.
Yep.
Anyways, uh, anything else that we need to talk about for Miami?
Yeah, I have a thing.
Yeah.
So McLaren has reportedly asked FIA to clarify the floor Ferrari used in the Pirelli tire test.
Oh,
Yeah, and FIA regulations prevent teams from running previously unused parts in tire tests. Ferrari is not worried about the complaint though.
so okay, Ferrari is not worried that like that shows that they have not done it. But what I'm thinking is that if they would have done, then isn't the penalty very severe for this?
I don't think so.
No, it is. It is. I think if they are doing something illegal with the car, then the penalty is very severe. I think there is a very major point deduction, like a 20 something point deduction.
But they haven't triggered the FIA into investigation or something. They just ask for an information. That's it.
Yeah, no.
I
What
think.
I'm saying is that if this is proven, like I forgot the thing because I remember some team was fined many eons and years ago, and after that they have not done. They tried a lot with that pink Mercedes, but not proven. So yeah.
Yeah.
Was the pink Mercedes thing proven or was it not proven? I keep forgetting that.
I don't think so. It's officially they have Racing Point has accepted or not, but there were heavy complaints.
Yeah, I mean, I remember all the
Heavy.
teams complained about it.
Heavy, yeah. So the other news is that Formula One confirming that Drive to Survive will renew for 5th and 6th seasons.
Yeah, so Drive to Survive, 2 more seasons.
US people, the most happiest people on the earth right now.
Yeah, just Netflix, make it like the first 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons were actually good. Don't do a repeat of season 3 and 4, please.
Season 3 was the shittiest, I thought, but after seeing season 4, I am like, no, I am not watching this series anymore. At least I could cut some slack on season 3 because of boring championship fight at the top.
Yeah.
But season 4 being that exciting all the year and Try to Survive is kind of making it shittier is I have lost completely. I've lost my faith on Netflix in this regard. So I may not watch 5 and 6.
Okay,
So the
don't
thing is
worry.
that the first 2 seasons were racing seasons, and the last 2 seasons were like
Content.
prime time shows.
Content. They
Yeah.
wanted to just build up the hype and basically, so the timing of the announcement of the new seasons also before Miami GP, very targeted on US audience, right?
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, we've not talked about the thing that I wanted to talk about, the McLaren crop tops. Oh my God.
I want crop top. I will wear it. No shame. I will 1000% wear it. No shame.
McLaren, if you're listening, give us one shot of just Danny Rick in 4K. I want to like have like a life-size poster of that shot in my home because oh my God. Oh,
Danny
oh.
Rick and Lando Norris in crop tops walking
James
along with
Corden.
Jim Corden. I
James
never
Corden.
expected this in my life.
Yeah.
I never
Oh.
imagined this.
Oh, but Danny Rick is looking hot.
Fire.
Okay, so then
We guess.
prediction time.
Yes.
First, we'll do our serious predictions and then we will do the fun Miami predictions. Okay.
Yep.
So serious predictions first. I am going to do Kramer's predictions. Kramer has said P1 Max, P2 Checo, and P3 Charles. Fastest lap to Max. And then general predictions, he said only one Alpine in top 10, both McLaren among points, and only one DNF. All right. Shaguni, you want to do yours?
Leclerc, Verstappen, Hamilton.
Okay.
Fastest lap, Verstappen.
Okay.
The general predictions would be, okay, I'll go a little bold. And Mansi, you will be very happy with this.
Okay.
Both the Haas in points.
Okay.
One McLaren in points.
Okay.
2 to 3 DNFs.
All right. Honey Badger.
My predictions are Perez, Charles, and Russell. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, nice.
And fastest lap to Charles. General predictions, at least one Alfa Romeo in top 10 in the race. What do I say? At least 2 cars DNF and Vettel beat Stroll.
I mean,
come on.
That's an easy point.
You never know.
Okay. I have very bold predictions.
Ooh.
I have predicted for the podium Charles, Russell, and Hamilton.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Fastest lap to Russell.
Fastest lap to Russell. Oh,
boss move.
I have no words.
And then my general predictions are problems for Honda cars. First.
Okay.
At least 2 DNFs.
Okay.
And Albon finishes in points.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my prediction. I think
loving the predictions.
Yeah, I think Max was not looking good yesterday. I think they might start having problems again. So
Hmm.
yeah, let's see. Okay, fun Miami prediction time. I don't have a format for this. Let's just shoot out things that we might see. And my first is Ferrari is going to make this happen. Antonio Giovinazzi walking on that fake water. It is definitely going to happen.
Please make it happen.
Okay.
My predictions are Will Smith and Chris Rock waving the checkered flags.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
And I mean, these are away from my predictions, but anyway, Danny Rick winning the race and jumping onto that marina water
Oh wow. Wow.
like he did in Monaco 2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna break his jaw, but okay.
I might break his bones as well with the jaws, but
I mean, jawbone counts. Okay, that's a bone. I know
oh,
I don't know the anatomy, but at least one out of the 206 bones break if he does that.
okay.
What else? Who are we expecting to see? I mean, I would. Okay, the celebrity I am excited to see at the GP is Trevor Noah. That I love him. I love Trevor
Oh,
Noah.
yes.
He's like a
But
proper F1 fan. He's watching it
but
for a long time.
who doesn't love Trevor Noah?
True.
Yeah, that's also true. That's it, everybody. This is the end of our episode for Miami race preview. If you like the episode, please like, share, subscribe to the podcast. Click on the follow button on Spotify. It really helps. It makes us feel better. And if you like the podcast, if you have any feedback for us, if you want us to cover anything, or if you want to be part of the podcast, please write to us at overthecurvepodcast@gmail.com. You can also reach out to us on Instagram at Over the Curve Podcast and on Twitter at Over the Curve Pod. Until after Miami, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.